Do you mind saying your name into the mic real quick, or just talk normally?
Yeah, my name is Kevin.
Okay, cool. Thank you. All right, cool. Sick. All right. So we're just gonna do 6 braids straight back. Nothing too crazy. Is this your first time?
Yeah, my first time.
Okay, cool. How did you find me?
I was recommended by one of my barbers. Like, well, his friend recommended me to you.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Who's your barber, and do you know his friend?
I forgot his friend's name, but my barber is like JC. His name is JC.
JC. Okay.
Joseph. He works more in the Canoga Park area, and his barber next to him recommended me.
Oh, interesting. I wonder who that is.
Yeah.
Dope, dope, dope. Well, I'm glad you're here. And it's your first time. So for the most part, it shouldn't hurt. But then let me know if I'm causing any discomfort.
All right, perfect.
Okay, I guess I don't have that. Right. And then if you have like any questions when it comes to how to care for braids, I mean, I'll probably walk you through it anyway.
All right.
And then you recently got a cut?
Yeah.
For sure. So did you grow up here in the Valley?
Yeah, most part, yes, but like from the age of, when I was like until like 6, I grew up more in inner South Central and East Los Angeles.
Oh.
But I always, since we moved over here, I'd always go like during the weekends to visit my grandparents over there. So I felt like I grew up more over there than over here.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, and one point of my life, like for a year, we had to move to Palmdale. We didn't like it as much, so we had to move back over here.
Yeah. How long were you in Palmdale for?
A year. I think I was like 8 years old when that happened. But like I always said, it's like no place like the Valley. Like everything's so close by.
Yeah, for sure. I totally agree.
Yeah, I have a few friends from LA. I'm like, yo, like, I'm literally in the hot point where a lot of celebrities will come. Like, you could see either Kylie Jenner, you could either see like Travis Scott, like drive around, and you wouldn't realize, or you probably see Justin Bieber on a regular day basis.
Right. Yeah, most of the celebrities are kind of just like situated here because it's like not in the midst of like
that's
the
what
hustle
I
and
find
bustle.
perfect. It's crazy. You could even get crazy clientele like that too if you like work here in the Valley.
Yeah.
I work at a after-school program for the district.
Yes.
And one of the parents, he has a lot of clientele with a lot of NFL football players, mostly with the Rams and the Chargers.
What? That's sick.
Yeah.
Me and my man are like big Rams fans. So that's dope.
Me too. Me and my girl, we went on the day before, like the Rams send-off.
Oh, you did? You went?
Yeah, we went.
Dope.
My dad's a Seahawks fan, so you already knew how that game was.
Oh my gosh. That's funny.
Yeah, during the whole Super Bowl, he was like relaxing. He's like, you know what? We got the whole, like, we won the whole game already. And I always find it funny because when they ask him like, oh, like who's this? Because he's like from like inner parts of Mexico, like barely any American football was known.
Oh, I see.
And they ask him like, oh, who's your favorite football team? They're like, oh, I like the Seahawks. They're like, how do you like the Seahawks? And he's like, I don't know. He's like, I came when they were like in a good winning streak.
Oh, I see. Yeah. That's kind of like how my mom was when it came to the Bulls.
Yeah.
During like the Michael Jordan era. When she came to the States, it was like, she probably started to get into like the actual like mainstream media into the 90s because they arrived late 80s. And then, she just became like a big fan of Jordan, and that was just who was popping off in like the NBA scene. So it's probably a similar thing, you know?
Oh yeah, most definitely. For him, it's been the Lakers, Dodgers, and the Seahawks. And I find it funny. It's like, you're like one of the few Mexican people that I know that you barely go for the Raiders.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
And then he's like, there's a lot of Mexican fans for Seattle, but not as much.
Yeah.
And it's funny how much of an impact American football has, because I recently went to go visit my uncles in Mexico, and they live in a town. Like, yeah, they have like, it's kind of close to the city, but it's like 2 hours away. And they're like, oh, I'm watching American football. I'm like, oh, who's your team? I'm like, oh, I like the Ravens. I'm like,
The Ravens?
I'm like,
Wow.
I would have thought the 49ers, because the 49ers would come to Mexico regularly. He's like,
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I was like, he's like, no, I like the Ravens. He's like, I'm like, do you like them because of the colors, or do you like, no, they're like one team that you could tell like they're tough, and when they get injuries, they don't cry about it like all these other teams. I'm like,
Yeah.
whatever.
That's cool. Like he actually has some like substance as to why he likes what he likes. I have a friend, he just got into like a certain basketball team just because of the color. I'm like, okay. He got into the Clippers because it was red, white, and blue. I'm like, okay. And he's just been loyal since. I'm like, to each their own.
Yeah, no, Clippers. I'm a Lakers fan, and I was disappointed with the game like 2 days ago.
Oh, I've kind of checked out on like watching the Lakers. I think maybe just because like basketball's changed a lot for me.
Definitely.
The game has changed. The things that people like players care about has drastically changed. It's not a lot of. It doesn't feel like a team sport as much. You'll have select teams that are like really good at playing team ball.
Yeah.
A lot of it is. Bye. Have a good weekend. Yeah, you have a lot of teams that are.
Just the weekend?
Well, I'm just wishing the whole weekend now. Have a great life. Right. When we get there, it's a little questionable. Now it's condescending.
Yeah, seriously.
At least I didn't cover it just for the day.
Oh, yeah. The weekend.
The whole weekend, and Fred gets that privilege because he comes there.
At Rick's school the other day.
What?
I said, okay, bye guys, have like a good morning. And I went, no, the day, the whole thing, sorry.
See? I think I gave him the best that I could.
I hope that me changing it feels good juju on them.
It must now. Sorry. But yeah, basketball. I just kind of checked out quite a bit. And now that this is just kind of like a general opinion for like the past almost decade really of like how I see basketball in general. That's why I'll just pop in here and there because my dad and my fiance they'll keep up avidly with the games for the Lakers.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then when my mom, she was a huge Laker fan. Well, she was like a big Kobe fan.
Yeah.
And she really got into it. But now she just gets frustrated, and I'm probably like sharing in the frustration. So like I'll just pop in here and there, and then if there's something exciting, I'll like cheer. But for the most part, I'm like a little checked out.
No, definitely. That's my dad. He was like, he cusses at the TV too. I was like, dude, I was like, I need to record your reactions like to any sport because
They're into it.
Yeah, they're into it.
Super
and
locked
especially
in.
they see like a Hispanic, like, I always see like people of like any like different race when it comes to like other like Caucasian. It's funny to like others. Like, it's so relatable. For my dad, when it comes to like soccer, when it comes to Mexico playing, he cusses at him. Like there's a point where we were like watching the playoff game with the Rams and the Seahawks, and the Rams were like super ahead. My dad was like cussing, and then at a point he gets like super serious, like he didn't want to talk to nobody.
Yeah.
And I was like, what happened? He's like, don't talk to me.
Don't talk to me.
Yeah, he's like, leave me alone. He's like, watch what's gonna happen. Yeah, we got our asses whooped right there. I was like, dude. And he was like yelling. He's like, yeah, we're going to Super Bowl.
Oh my gosh. That's hilarious. It's funny when there's like opposing teams within a household.
Oh, I'm a Yankees fan too, so you already knew how the World Series, how that went.
Oh my god, yeah. That's crazy.
I'm a Yankees fan, so it's crazy. Like half of my coworkers are all Dodger fans.
Totally, yeah, I'm
and
sure.
I remember we're like, oh, do a jersey night, and they're like, Kevin, wear anything but a Yankees jersey. And I'm like, it's a jersey night. I could wear whatever I want to wear.
Right.
And I come with my full Yankee gear. I have my puffer, I have everything, and they're like,
Oh my gosh, yeah, you're decked out, bro. That's funny.
it's funny when you talk to half of these, like where I work, there's a lot of parents that are come like from different backgrounds. backgrounds. And there's a parent that I think he's like an ex-actor, like he used to.
Oh,
act.
yeah?
And he's a Yankees fan, and I was like, dude, I barely meet any Yankees fans in California. Like, it's always a blessing to meet one.
Yeah.
Because we're surrounded with like toxicity with like the Dodgers, but like we're number one right now. And he finds that funny.
Yeah. Yeah, I met a lot of like actors that were like transplants, or just not actor, but like people in Studio City when I used to work at the Floyd's over there.
Yeah.
And yeah, it makes sense when you have like East Coast repping people over there, but they've like kind of made a life out here.
No, most definitely. Yeah, like one interesting parent that I have is that his dad was an NBA player in the 70s.
Oh, sick.
Yeah. And his brother is an assistant coach for the Lakers. But one time his kids told me, they're like, my dad has 5 Grammys. I'm like, what do you mean your dad has 5 Grammys?
What?
And he's like, yeah, he's worked with like Kanye, Kendrick Lamar, and everybody else. I was like, are you joking or are you being serious with me? He's like, no, I'm being serious. He's like, he's a music producer. I was like, he just won 5 Grammys recently with Kendrick. I was like,
dang, who's his dad?
and I'm like, you know what? And his dad, you wouldn't even guess he's like a music producer. He's just very like, like an old head, like
Okay.
dad. And I'm like, yo, like, they told me you're a music producer. He's like, oh yeah, like my dad, my family, like my whole bloodline's like talented.
Wow, that's sick. And you work like locally here?
Yeah, I work at West Hills, so
West
it's like
Hills, okay.
more prone to get like more of the, like the famous kids or like. I think last year I had a kid where he's like, oh, my neighbor's braided Fisk from the Rams.
Oh, sick.
And I'm like, oh, cool. He's like, my dad's very good friends with them. He's like, are you a Rams fan, coach? I'm like, yeah, I'm a Rams fan. He's like, okay, I'll tell him to come to visit you. I was like, no, you don't have to. I was like,
This is the pool these kids have. That's dope.
I was like, no, like you don't have to. He's like, no. He's like, I want to. He's like, even though I'm a 49er fan, I'll do it for you.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's definitely like a nicer area, West Hills.
Most
That one's like much further from like
everywhere else.
it feels like pretty far. I like hardly ever frequent that area, but I kind of grew up, more towards like the east side of the valley.
Yeah.
Like east of Van Nuys and stuff. So anything that happens like past here, I haven't really.
You're not very like familiar with
Although like my dad used to work in Canoga also, where I guess the Rams are now at that like industrial complex.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so he used to work there. I didn't like frequent the area with him, but then like I have a little bit of family that are still out there, and that's the only time like I'm ever there apart from when I go to like Topanga Mall.
Yeah. One of the nicest malls here.
It's nice that they like revamped it. Like in the mid 2000s, it was like super dead over there.
That's when they opened the Promenade, right? Like, Promenade was supposed to be more like of an upscale mall, but then
I think so. I think
I feel like that one failed a lot.
Yeah,
Look
it's
at
like
it now,
looked
the Rams
abandoned
bought it.
almost.
I used to miss going to that AMC exactly. Because like my favorite core memory was like the food court was right next to the AMC. So when I was little, my parents were like, okay, let's go get food, and then we'll go to the AMC. And I was like, cool. And I remember that was like the only mall that had a McDonald's inside at the moment. So I was like, you know what? It was kind of perfect.
Kind of perfect. The middle part is the one that always like takes the longest to do braids when doing braids.
And now I find it crazy that the Rams are here too. So
The what?
the Rams are in the valley. Like, seeing them,
I think
I'm
that's
like,
dope.
there's been a few times where I have a lot of family friends that be like, oh, like we seen Puka Nakua, or my godmother, she works like in one of those office buildings, and she's like, yeah, I see the Rams practice every now and then.
Yeah.
Like I don't have to go watch their games at a stadium. I could like watch them here, like practice.
Although SoFi Stadium is really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've watched maybe like 2 games. The games are obviously probably like the best thing to watch there. The concerts are kind of, well, they're not a hit or miss, but like it depending on where you're seated really determines like your
It also
experience.
depends heavily on the artist. I always feel like artists, they never have the chance or time to scope out their arenas or stadiums when they're, because they have like such weird stage designs. Like they don't have time to like, oh, what adjustments we could do to every city. Like,
Yeah. Do you have like certain artists in particular that you're thinking about?
I have. The Weeknd is one. I saw him twice at SoFi. The first time when he went on tour after the pandemic.
Yeah.
I didn't know he had that. I don't know if you've seen it. It's like the big old moon. He had like a big old moon and it covered like half of the view for the whole concert. But the next concert, I sat right close to like the stage. It was like way better, honestly, getting like on a whole experience. I feel like sitting like far apart in a stadium, like not too far, but you can see like a good view of the artist and like the scenery that they want you to experience. Like, it's a good thing.
Yeah, for sure. Who did I see recently? Recently, or like last year, I saw Kendrick and SZA, but we got tickets from like all the way on the top.
Yeah.
And I couldn't hear like what song was playing like very clearly.
No, yeah, that's what sucks about SoFi when it comes to bleeders.
Yeah.
I didn't get the chance to go to Kanye, but my friend was like complaining about how the bleeders were so like not it with the sound.
Yeah, it gets lost because it's open technically. Yeah.
And all you hear on top is like the airplane passing by.
Oh my gosh, yeah. It's a little rough. But when me and my man watched Chris Brown, we were in the section right above the floor.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it was just so perfect because like I'm short, so whenever like we get floor seats, we've gotten floor seats for 2 different concerts, but not at SoFi. But anytime I'm there, I just feel like I can't see because I'm tippy-toeing. I'm like not all that tall.
Or when they bring out like surprise guests, like who came out? I can't.
Not even
see.
that, just like the whole show. I'm just like, you know, because everybody wants to stand when they're on the floor. So yeah, it's I was glad to have sat a bit, like be able to sit in like the regular seating, but it was just the sound was great. The experience is just way better, like right above the section right above the floor seats.
Yeah, I feel like, I don't know if you ever been to the Clippers Stadium, the Intuit Dome.
I haven't yet, no.
I feel like that one's like very concert friendly. Like,
oh, that's cool.
Yeah. I'm gonna go see J. Cole.
Dope. When's that?
Oh, until September. But tickets are like on high demand because it's like supposedly his last tour. He's gonna retire.
Really? Dang.
So really, really high demand. And I recently went to see, I don't know if you know him, it's a Mexican artist, Peso Pluma.
Oh, I'm familiar.
Yeah, so I recently went to go see him, and it was a last minute thing too. My mom, she's like, oh, I came back from work. I was so tired because it was, like mind you, like where I work, we do like sports events. I had like a girls volleyball team. So we made it to championships. Mind you, I had to drive to like almost close to downtown LA and drive back to the valley. And then I come home, take a nap. My mom wakes me up. She's like, oh, get you and your girlfriend. Like, you guys, I won just 2 free tickets to Peso Pluma.
Hi. How are you? So like the day of the concert, your mom woke you up?
No, like she woke me up from a nap, and I was like 2 hours before the concert even started. I was like, are you being serious? She's like, yeah, I'm gonna transfer you the tickets right now.
Oh
like,
my gosh.
And I told my girlfriend, we were supposed to go to the mall, and she's like, I was like, I guess we're going to a concert. And she's like, no, we're not. I was like, my mom just won 2 tickets. Like, let's just go. She's like,
yeah.
All right. One of like the coolest concerts I've been as of like 2026. Hopefully I go to more.
You said it was good?
Yeah, it was really good.
Oh, that's good.
just for for him as an artist, it's pretty cool seeing because it's like my second time I went to Rolling Loud when he was the very first Mexican artist to
Okay.
do headlining stage like in a rap festival.
Yeah.
And it's like he's an artist that could bring like every type of race together.
Yeah.
Very versatile. With every like genre of music. He already has like 3 songs with Kanye too. So
Oh. I didn't know that.
it's really cool to see like an artist from Mexico like be as big and get a lot of reputation from like other like races.
Yeah. That's cool. I feel like it's so great for each like country to have something like that.
Yeah, most def.
Recently, because I'm Filipino.
Yeah.
And there's like a new, like, instead of K-pop group, it's a P-pop group. So there's this group of Filipino girls that did Coachella.
Yeah.
That was just like the biggest thing for us. I've honestly never heard of them before. It's just not usually like my genre of music.
Yeah.
But then my mom yesterday was watching the documentary that was on Netflix about them. And I was catching glimpses of it. And it's just like, oh, these are like true Filipinos from like the country.
Like
and
your motherland.
Yeah, because like sometimes you'll have either like Phil Ams, which it doesn't like take away from the gravity of it, but it's cool that they're just like straight up from the country and they're really
Getting all
starting
this,
from the ground up.
Yeah, it's pretty cool seeing that. I went when I was younger to my dad and has like a Filipino friend, and I think it was like the fight with
The Pacquiao fight?
yeah, like and his friend was like, any Pacquiao fight is like watching Jesus come from like like for his second coming. He's like, you got everybody and their moms or their great grandfathers or even their ancestors right here just watching Manny Pacquiao fight.
Yeah. It was definitely like a phenomenon for us to follow because that was a part of my upbringing too. My grandpa was a big boxing fan.
Yeah.
While he's alive, and then so we would catch some fights, but then when you have like a whole like Filipino guy kind of
making a huge name in the boxing
exactly.
Yeah, like he shook the whole industry.
Yeah, he really did.
Like small guy making like these big moves and like
his speed is crazy.
Knocking out these like tall like guys like that are like more like them 5 feet taller than him.
And he like moved his way up the weight.
Most definitely. That's how like us Mexicans see Canelo.
Oh yeah, nice. Yeah.
So
I'd like to watch him too.
Yeah. It's very cool to see him. Seeing Pacquiao too is like very like cool because I feel like at that moment like the Mexicans didn't have like any good boxers until like Canelo came like mid 2014, 13.
Yeah.
And Pacquiao was like the closest thing to Mexican. We're like, it's funny because you see a Filipino and a Mexican, like you probably think they're both Mexican or Filipino. It's like that's like the whole joke.
Yeah, you'll like get them mixed up.
And it's crazy too because half of the time Filipinos have like Hispanic last names as well, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Yeah, because we were conquered by Spain for 333 years.
Yeah.
So like most of us have very Hispanic names.
Yeah. Same thing with Mexico, like a lot of it. When people first met my grandpa, or when he would go like to the Filipino district, they would confuse them as like Filipino.
That's
like,
funny. So they were speaking to him in Tagalog.
Yeah. And my grandpa's like, no, I'm not Filipino. I'm Mexican. And they're like, oh, my bad.
I was like, here, like in Filipino town.
Yeah.
That's funny. Yeah, my dad, he'll get mistaken also for like Hispanic.
Yeah.
I tend to get like mistaken also. It could just be like the area or, like commonly you'll run into more Hispanics than Asians.
Yeah.
So they'll probably assume that I'm probably Mexican or something
And
like that.
they'll talk to you in Spanish and you're like, oh no, I don't talk
Yeah,
Spanish.
and then I'll try to respond, but like just let them know that I don't understand it or I only speak a little bit of it.
Oh yeah, it's a very funny thing when that happens. How long have you been doing like barbering or like braids for?
So I learned braiding when I was like really young. My mom, she taught me. She taught me how to do braids on like my dolls and stuff. And for the most part, I would just be braiding my hair and her hair. I was able to teach myself how to do like my own hair.
Yeah.
After she, taught me the basics and stuff. I would like practice on my dolls, and then eventually I started doing myself, and that was like in grade school. So come like middle school and high school, I would always braid my hair for like sports, and just to get it out of my face, because like I have a lot of baby hairs.
Yeah.
And just functionally, I just wanted it out of my face, and braids was my way of doing that. And then, friends would ask me to, both in like college and after college. I wouldn't really charge. Yeah, I wouldn't really charge, but I would say like sometime in high school, I had a pair of clippers, and I would be like cutting some friends' hairs. Very, very small amount of people, maybe like 2 or 3. And so that was just sort of in the back burner. But it wasn't until like maybe, actually in college too. I had some like fraternity brothers that would like get cut up once in a while. But it was all like really remedial stuff. I didn't know half the things I was doing. It was like one number all around, and then like an ice pick of a sideburn. And then when I got with my now fiance, that was like 8 years ago. We've been together for like a little over 8 years. He was kind of like my guinea pig. I would just like experiment with cutting his hair for a while.
Yeah.
And he kind of let me do whatever. So that was cool. Between him and my dad, they were like the main ones that I would just be practicing on. Until like the pandemic. That's when I was like, I don't really like my 9 to 5. I need to find something else. And that's when I just decided to pursue barbering. And that was like 2021 that I started going to school. And then I got licensed both as a cosmetologist and a barber in 2023.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So it's been cool.
What was like your original career, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh yeah, I graduated in geology in college.
Okay.
So I was supposed to like get into studying earthquakes. I'm actually gonna put a headrest for you. All right, you can rest your head. Actually, let me make it higher. Okay, and then rest it. Is that comfortable?
Yeah, it's comfortable.
Okay. You don't have to, are you resting all the way?
Nah.
Oh yeah, you rest all the way.
Rest all the way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Is that good?
Yeah, it's good.
Okay. Let me know if it's straining your neck or anything.
Oh no, it's all good.
Okay. Yeah, so I actually entered college as an engineer, and I sucked. I sucked at it. But that's kind of just what what my parents encouraged me to do, because I wanted to do architecture. I didn't get into my dream school, which was USC at the time. And then they're like, oh, maybe you can do engineering. It's like somewhat related. Like, sure, I don't know. And then I tried, I had gotten in, so that's cool, but I didn't know what I was doing. And for like 3 years, it's all guesswork. I'm like, how do I pass any of this? I'm literally failing my classes. And then I luckily stumbled upon geology in one of my upper div electives. And
you got more into that than anything.
Yeah, I was like, what's up? It changes. Last time it was a little longer. I don't remember. Yeah.
How do you call it?
Yeah, I don't remember. Sorry. I forgot what we were talking about. We were talking about college. But yeah, I was way more interested in that than engineering. It just like excited me a little bit more, and then it felt really full circle when I started to like get deeper into geology, because I was a big like dinosaur fan.
Yeah.
I loved learning about dinosaurs when I was a kid, and it was somewhat related because you would, go on trips and excavate and learn about like the history of the earth, and yeah, it was all kind of like related. So it allowed me to stay with the course and graduate in it. And there were a lot of things that I could have, I decided that I wanted to go a certain route with geology, and I got certified. I went to Pasadena City College to like further my studies there. And then eventually the job I ended up being an engineering job anyway.
Oh my God.
I know, but like the people I was working with, they were like really cool, and they made like the job enjoyable. But that was also in the midst of like right before the pandemic.
Yeah.
So when that whole like social aspect that was keeping me there was taken away, I was like, dude, I have to find something else. Like, I don't like this at all. So mundane. And it wasn't like challenging me either. So, when we transitioned to work from home, like thankfully I was able to keep my job and everything. But literally I'd be able to take naps like in between doing work, because it was just so low demand, low intensity that I could kind of do what I want, and it felt like I had free time to like try and focus on other things, since I'm just kind of chilling, let me draw here or paint. I'm like more of a creative.
Yeah.
So I wanted to see if I can utilize my time, but my brain was just always divided. I gotta make sure it looks like I'm working, So at some point, I was able to, let me turn your head this way. At some point, the projects that I was a part of, they started to, need to come to an end. And without me, I was able to stay long enough to where I didn't quit prematurely, and I was able to wrap up all the projects that I was a part of.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Yeah, and then I told them, whenever this project is up, you don't need to find me another position in the company, because that's instinctively what they would want to do to keep me.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm gonna pivot careers, so don't worry about me. You don't need to waste your breath try to find something, because literally when we were starting to research things that I might be able to do within the company, they really couldn't find anything. Nothing was ready for me when our projects were finished. So they would be paying me to do nothing. So I was like, it's cool. I'm gonna start barber school, which all the while I was working there from home.
Yeah.
When I would clock out, I'd actually start, I'd be going to beauty school at nighttime, part-time. So I was able to rack up my hours to be able to work. I was able to rack up my hours to go towards my cosmetology license while I was working full time. So it kind of panned out well. And then once I finished all of that, I was able to attend the rest of barber school.
That's a cool story.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, just to see how much you went through trying to get your dream career, but by the end of it, you're you know what? I don't think this was the career for me exactly.
I actually knew that early on, and I was really lost, just trying to search, what can I do,
Yeah.
What path can I take? So it was a little tough initially, and all the while, I was just really lucky to still be employed and pay for everything. Essentially my 9 to 5 paid for beauty school.
Yeah.
So that was cool. But I think that was just kind of like the beginning of the struggle. Like all of that was really smooth. They were like, "Oh, you're gonna switch careers? Oh, that makes a lot of sense. Like you always do your hair, blah blah blah." So my manager was able to phase me out like pretty smoothly. It's like, "Don't worry, like I'll be able to furlough you essentially, and you are able to take advantage of unemployment instead of like me quitting
Yeah.
and not being able to take those benefits." So it was, I got really lucky with the people that helped me out there, you know? I'm trying to braid your shorter hairs here. I'm not sure how much I can actually keep because it's like sort of sticking out.
Like you didn't say anything, but he got all the because it wasn't training at the end of the year, so it wasn't like.
But how did you get into the line of work you're in right now?
My mom, honestly, right after high school, I was like in a strut, like, oh, like I need to find a job like ASAP. I don't want to be like always depending on my mom and dad's money. And my mom was like, oh, like apply, because she's a preschool teacher. So she's like, oh, apply for the school district.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, I don't want to work with kids. Like, I don't think it's for me. And after a while, I was like, I gotta apply to Universal, you know, just like, oh, like free tickets, free rides, you know. And I saw the pay. They were paying me like $16 an hour. Had to drive from like the valley, like even though it's kind of still the valley, but it's like a far drive, waste gas, and then come back home like pretty late. And I was like, you know what? It's not worth it.
Yeah.
So I applied for another job. It was like a summer camp. I was like, whatever. I know I didn't want to work with kids. I'll do it. And it was like that, and they're like, you know what? We'll pay you $20 an hour. It will be better. You get more experience. Overall, it was like my first summer job, my first real job. I told Universal, like, you know what? Thank you for the opportunity. I'm not gonna work for you guys. I'm work here.
Yeah.
And after I started with summer school, I started enjoying, like, you know, working with the kids. Started like, you know, understanding them, like, you know, through child development. Like that's like my minor right now in school because I'm going for radiology. But I'm also minoring in child development to see, you know, like inside them, like, you know, like what kids think or how their mental health is. You know, trying to figure them out more.
Yeah.
So after that job was done, it was like a 2-month job. Like from June, like obviously from June to July. And like, oh, we don't need you no more. And then my mom was like, apply for the school district. You'll work full time. Like, you gotta do is just watch the kids. You don't have to like do any, like help out around the school. I was like, all right, let me apply. I applied. Pretty, it was pretty cool. Like I missed like the first school I worked at. The hours were great. The pay was great. Even though I still get like good pay too, it's just the hours that are lacking.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool. I remember one time I came back from my first Rolling Loud, and I was very sick. And then one of the kids like, I got you. Like, let me yell for these kids to like line up for you. And I found it funny. And I remember I was like very sick, and it was like my first experience. And they're like, oh, hey, like one of our chaperones for the Laker game like dropped out. If you want to come and like chaperone for us, like do I have to pay anything? Like, no, if anything, we're paying you to come like to a Laker game to watch it for free. And I was like, you know what? Yeah.
Say less.
Say less. And I went home, got ready quick, chugged a bottle of like not chugged the bottle, but took like 2 shots of Dayquil. I was like, all right,
I'm ready.
I'm ready. Let's go watch the Lakers. My friend's like, where are you going? I was like, I'm gonna go watch the Lakers. Like, I'm gonna chaperone these kids to watch the Lakers. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's sick.
In the midst of all of that, I was enlisting to go into the Navy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I did go to the Navy, but right before graduation, I got medically discharged.
Oh no.
Like they found something in my body and like that it wasn't supposed to be there. It wasn't like, I asked if it was like drugs, alcohol, because I know I wasn't doing anything or taking anything when the doctors like, because I got sick over there, they would like prescribe me like medicine. I was like, I know it wasn't anything bad because I know the doctors could get in trouble over here too. They're like, no, it's like something came out in your blood system. And when I came back home, they're like, yeah, no, you're perfectly clean, like no issues with your body. And I found it like a kind of a sign, like, oh, like
Maybe you shouldn't.
yeah, maybe it was a good thing that I left the military, because with all this stuff going on right now in the world, I was like, yeah, no, it's not a good, like, I think about enlisting again, but at the same time, I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna wait till like everything goes calm and very, you know, everybody's like hands on deck or get ready if we go into another war. So the military was like the boot camp was very, very great and fun experience. You know, so the moment you get out of to the moment you arrive to the airport, they're already like yelling at you. To the moment
gosh, really?
Yeah, they like turn off your phones, turn off everything, like tell your families that you arrived, and yeah, so the moment, and it was like an hour bus ride to like the actual it's called a recruiting base boot camp. And it was like an actual bus, or like an hour bus ride. And like, if we catch you sleeping on the bus, you're gonna feel it when you get there. I was like,
Oh my gosh.
mind you, we arrived to. It's like you arrive there and it's already 4 a.m.
Oh my gosh.
Exhausted.
Yeah.
I had 2 plane, like 2 plane rides, a layover in Dallas,
Oh my goodness.
and I was like, I was so tired and beat.
Yeah.
And they expect you to be awake for the first 48 hours.
Oh my.
And I'm like, ain't no way.
Right.
I'm like awake for the first 48, and they're like, yeah, you have to be like dead awake. I was like, no.
That's nuts, dude.
So like when we first got into like our first dinner meal, I was already like half asleep. I was like, no, yeah, I'm hungry, but I want to go to sleep.
Right.
I swear, as soon as you hit that, like you make your bed, you get like situated with your like rack, and you meet your rack buddies, and like they do your like nightly head count, and you gotta introduce yourself, and like they yell at you like, where are you from, like, and don't say no bullshit, like you better not say like what hood or anything.
Oh
like,
my goodness.
like the only hood you're in is like my hood, like you're gonna be like you're gonna be my, he's like, and if you think this is jail, then you're gonna be my bitch for like the whole remainder of these 2 months. And I was laughing, and I remember I laughed, I smirked, and luckily he didn't see me. He thought the other guy next to me smirked. I was like, you know what?
Let's just
Like
play smart.
Yeah, I feel bad that I let that guy get yelled at, but I was like, you know what? No, I'd rather let him be me than him. I'd rather be him than me, because
Yeah.
I swear, getting into that rack the first night, you like sleeping after 48 hours. But you wake up at 3 a.m, like short sleep. Felt like you slept for like an entire 10 hours.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like the bed was uncomfortable, but you know, like it's a bed. Like I want to go to sleep already.
Hell yeah.
But no, the trainings are cool. It's kind of like a little mini jail system there. I remember when people would like sneak out, like go into the lunch hall. And I remember one time they brought in hot Cheetos
Yeah.
as like a snack. Like they would like give it to you. And I remember some guy put like 10 bags in his pants, and he's like, yeah, I'm selling these for like $20 a bag.
What the heck?
Because it was like not a lot of snacks like sugary or like salty or like any like high sodium
Junk,
snack.
yeah.
And like people would actually buy $20. So I saw that, and I would like get like food from the like little desserts, or like the chips, or like some bananas, or like the peanut butter cups, like, you know, like give me $1, give me 20. And when I left, yeah, even though I got a paycheck from being in boot camp, I left with like $300 in cash just from like selling the chips. I'm like, you know what? I think I'll be all right when I get back home. Like I could buy my own food, or I could buy my own flight back to back home.
Wow.
Then when I got back home here, it was you know, it was weird, because you know, you're like so
Culture
used.
shock.
Yeah, you're so used to. Remember the first night I slept here in my own bed. I woke up like at 4 a.m, like all scared, like, oh shit, I'm gonna get yelled at. I remember my parents walked in. They're like, "The hell are you doing? Like, you're home. Like,
Chill. Yeah.
relax. Like, oh, they're like, go back to sleep." And yeah, I tried getting my old job back, but they're like, they already filled up the positions. And my mom and dad were like, I think you should go, like, the best thing you should do is go to school. Like, yeah, I know, like, I am, but I also want to find a job to, like, you know, like, support me instead of, like, I don't want to depend on your money as well. And yeah, so my mom's like, apply for the district for the after school program. Like, you could do school during the day and then during the afternoon. Like, I go in until like 2:20. So they're like, until 20 to 6, like 5 days out of the week. And, you know, it took so long for them to, like, process all my paperwork in.
Really?
Like, I applied in November. I didn't start working till like February.
Oh my gosh, that is crazy.
And I told my mom, I was like, why did it take so long? She's like, oh, because all these strikes that the district love having and all this. I'm like, you know what? It's fine. Like, I have a job right now.
Yeah.
Good paying.
Benefits.
Yeah, benefits, good pay, like cool coworkers.
That's great.
Yeah. I think it's already been a year. Like, I've been working for the after school program. It's been really cool. And like this year, having the experience of like bringing like the sports programs to like the school, it's been cool because the kids would tell me like their older coaches that would be placed there, they wouldn't want to do sports or anything. And I found it cool when they would tell me like, oh, like you're the first coach that like ever like hyped up the sports, because nowadays all these kids just want to be on their phones. Like, I see them like after school, the bell rings, they're straight on their phone. And when I brought in like volleyball, football, or they have flag football, none of the guys were interested. I had a majority of the girls that were more interested
In football?
in flag football.
Oh, dope.
And I was like, and I was happy about that. I was like, you know what? I'm happy that a lot of girls were actually interested in flag football. And I had like, it was a co-ed team, so both boys and girls.
Yes.
The majority of the players were only all girls.
Oh, wow.
And we made it a playoffs that far. I was like, you know what? And then all the boys, like, they would like to trash talk on the girls. Like, oh, you probably do it for luck, or they probably thought you all were pretty. I was like, no, like, they actually like work hard, and they actually made majority of the touchdown. And like no offense to the other, like to the guys in my team, like they put in the work instead of like goofing off.
Yeah. That's cool. It's cool that you get to like witness that and just like facilitate, you know, girls being able to, or like, well, actually I was part of a flag football team, but yeah, it's cool. Like, I was in the minority, but you're telling me it's like the majority of the girls. And yeah, it's a really cool outlet for these kids.
Oh, definitely. It was like it made me happy, and then seeing their parents come like every weekend and seeing them play. Like, I know the parents were also looking forward like to see them play. It was really cool. I have like 2 students that they were like all the boys that they didn't sign up to play football. They're like, oh, so how many? Like, I bet the guys were the ones that made the most touchdowns. I'm like, no. I'm like, honestly, the girls were the only ones that made the touchdowns. They're like, they would do like those celebrations. They would
Cute. Love that.
And for volleyball, the same group of girls, they're like, oh, we want to play volleyball too. And I'm like, all right, cool. Like, I know you guys would like dedicate your time to it. And I asked the boys, like, do you guys want to play? Like, no, that's a girl sport. I'm like, they're like, there's boys too. Like, you guys could also play. And they're like, nah, the girls could do it, not us.
That was one of my favorite sports to watch when in high school. I love watching boys volleyball.
Yeah, it would get intense.
It looks dope. A lot of my friends, they were doing volleyball. Is there like a particular sport that like so you say you're a coach?
Yeah.
So you're coaching like a particular sport?
No, I'm like a coach, meaning like an after school coach, you know, like I supervise the kids.
Here in the valley?
Yeah, her school is not that far from me. Like, they all like section as well, like in schools. And like, I think once a month, like every like few months, our like main supervisor, like our supervisor for like our district, comes and like has a meeting with like all the schools that they're appointed to. But at least one time, like out of every semester, all of the schools in the valley, all of the coaches from the valley, they meet up in one school to do a huge meeting.
A huge meeting?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's cool to meet like new people. Like, you barely see like there's coaches that come all the way from like San Fernando, Sun Valley, or North.
Bye, John. Looks great.
We come from that North Hollywood, Studio City, like, you know, those parts are like far deeper in the valley. and you're like, oh, cool. Like, how's your school? How's your kids? How do you structure it? And you get ideas from them too.
Yeah.
It's really cool seeing that. But when it comes to like having bonds, me and my girlfriend, like we were in Hawaii and we're like, you know what? I'm not gonna lie. I kind of miss the fuck out of the kids bugging me. Like, oh, can I do this? Can I help you? Or like them complaining about one little thing, like, oh, he cut in line. She cut in line. Mm-hmm. She's not giving back my phone. She's not giving back my toy or my squishy. I'm like, it's funny because you're like, you know what? We miss them, and then when you get back from winter break, they give you like the hugest smile, like, oh, I thought you were gonna move.
Aww.
Or sometimes when they behave bad, I was like, okay, I'm gonna ask my supervisor to move me.
Yeah. Like,
you guys don't want me as a coach. You're like, no, like, don't do that. Don't do that. Like, stay. You've been only a good coach.
Yeah. That's good. You really like feel the impact you're making on these kids.
No, yeah, most def.
It's funny too because the way you're describing it initially, like starting out, there was like an aversion. Like I'm cool. I don't work with kids and stuff. Is there a reason for that?
My little brother.
Oh really?
Yeah, like.
What's your age gap?
He's I think like 8 years apart. He's 13.
Oh wow. Uh-huh.
He's 13 now, but before like when I graduated high school, he was like barely fourth, fifth grade, and it was like such a hassle with him. Like now it's even a hassle with him too. He's like in that like angst.
He's a teen.
Yeah, the angsty teen. Like leave me alone. Like
oh man, that's tough.
Like yesterday, like I was like, you want to go get food? He's like, no, like dude, like I don't want to eat. I was like, why? He's like, I'm in a bad mood. I was like, bro, like food cheers you up. He's like, fine, give me Chipotle. I was like, I'm not gonna bring it to you. Like, you gotta come down and meet me outside. Like, I'm outside the house right now with my car. Like, you gotta hurry up. He's like,
yeah.
He said, never mind, I won't eat then. And I was like, bruh.
Oh my goodness.
And I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna complain because like I feel like we all gone to that like one stage in our life. Like we're like all angsty. Like we don't care like what everybody thinks or.
Totally. And I'm definitely guilty of that.
No, yeah, same. It's crazy. And no, it's funny like how that whole I even told my mom and my dad like I never thought of working with kids, honestly. Like my only like goal was when I was in high school was like I want to become a a history teacher.
A history teacher?
Yeah, I wanted to become a history teacher,
cool.
but I was like, you know what, like that was like a lot of work. You gotta go like
to school, credentials. Like
yeah, you gotta get teaching credentials, historian credentials. It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
Then you have to like do like I think 6 years at school, just
oh my goodness.
2 years of credentials, and then the 4 years of like actually learning about your history.
Right. Yeah, history is like it was also one of my favorite subjects.
Oh no, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. Actually, well, my minor. So when I was switching majors from engineering to geology, I also just like didn't know. Before I found geology, I was just trying to stay full time while I was trying to figure it out. And some of the classes I took were a lot of history classes. It was like both contemporary and histories of like African American studies.
Yeah.
So that's what I ended up like minoring in because in order to be full time, I was able to like take those classes. And then I took so many classes that like I was maybe just like 2 or 3 short of a minor. So I was like, okay, you know what? Let me just tack it onto my major. And it was a cool mix of being able to learn about history, the history of choice for me, and still like get a major in or get my degree in the sciences.
No, that's cool. Like I had like 2 history teachers that like inspired me, like trying to go for history. Like I still kind of want to do it, but I was like, it's just like the processing of like all the school. Like,
it's a lot.
Yeah.
Like I don't blame you. Yeah, some of my teacher friends, they had to like get their masters, and it was just, it was just a long process. How's it feeling so far? Is it okay?
Yeah, it feels good.
Okay.
Can I actually like stretch a bit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have your head like this. You don't need to do that.
Oh,
I think
okay.
it's Just kind of relax.
Perfect. I kind of had like my whole 10th grade high school experience like kind of wiped because it was mostly during like the pandemic.
Oh, really?
Yeah, my freshman year, it was like when the pandemic started.
Oh, dang.
So I had like a good first semester of the freshman year, and then going into the second semester, I was like, oh, cool, like freshman year, like it's gonna be dope. Mm-hmm. And
in high school, you
yeah,
said?
in high school, and
Wow,
then the pandemic hit. I was like, no.
Dang.
Still remember that day too. It was like up there. I remember like they had our parents pick us up all early too.
What time did you get picked up?
They were like, oh, school. We already sent in a message to your parents, but school ended at 11:30 that day.
Wow.
And we're like, there's no way. They're like, yeah, you guys will be gone for 2 weeks. And yeah, those 2 weeks became like a whole year.
Yeah, like 2 years, damn near.
Yeah, I was like,
That's nuts. See, like that experience. I'm like, lucky enough to have graduated. I graduated college in 2017, so this was all just like work.
yeah.
Yeah, I was in the workforce already, so like I can't even like wrap my head around what your guys' experience must have been. In the middle of like a high school experience, or even people in college, they spend all this money and time to hopefully walk one day. And then those that graduated in 2020, like, were kind of robbed of that. And I was just, damn, that sucks. That's crazy.
No, yeah. 2020 graduates, I felt bad for them every time. I was like, dude. And I was cool with like, cause I played football in high school, and I was cool with some of like the seniors that would play football. And they're like, you're lucky you had a graduation. You had all these senior events. Like we had that wiped from us. Like you had the privilege to go to grad night. You had the privilege for prom. Like
Yeah.
we didn't have that.
It's so crazy.
And I'm like, it's forever gonna live in their system. Like, yeah, we didn't get any of our high school experience. Like they did get the full experience, but they didn't get like their ending experience.
Yeah, it's true.
I always find it funny because like, when it comes to video games, I'm like, oh, they got the bad ending, not the good ending.
Oh. Yeah, what a crazy time.
And I also find it crazy, like, this is gonna be in a history book one of these days. Like we knew about the Spanish flu, we had all these other pandemics back then, and we never thought of another one that was gonna come and hit us hard.
in our lifetime.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, for sure. Agreed.
I remember going back to school after, like, they told us, like, oh yeah, we could, but we had to wear masks, and every week is a weekly COVID test. And I remember how much of a pain that was.
Yeah, that's so, see, even that, the aftermath of it and like coming back is crazy to me. So would they administer those on campus?
Yeah, the COVID tests, yeah, they would come. They wouldn't even accept like outside ones.
Oh, wow. Oh, makes sense. Okay.
Yeah, so they're like, I remember sometimes those COVID tests would come out false, and I was one of the unlucky few that got false for a COVID test. I was like very upset because I had like this one computer. It was like a digital design class, and you had to be there for exactly for that class to do that work. There was no homework.
That assignment, yeah.
Like there was only class assignment. And I was gone for 2 weeks, and I remember like my other teachers like, oh, don't worry, it's like, we'll send you the notes, we'll post everything. It should be good. And I'm like, all right, cool, thank you. No, that teacher was like a complete dick. He was
that's hella annoying.
He gave me an F. I was like, is there no way I could like redo it? And he's like,
I literally got COVID, bro. It said I got COVID.
Yeah, and he's like, no, like you weren't here for 2 weeks. I'm like, you know what? I kept pleading with my counselor, like, yo, like switch me. Like, it's not gonna let me finish my work. I don't want this to stay in my academic record. I was gone for 2 weeks. Like, is there a way, or like, is there any openings for any like classes? And she's like, only opening is theater class. Like, I don't want to act, and like, you don't have to act. It's like learning the fundamentals of it. I was like, you know what? Yeah, just put me in. I was like, I'd rather do that than anything else. Literally, the first day I got there, the new theater teacher arrived because the old theater teacher got fired.
Got fired?
Yeah.
Oh my
like the day
gosh.
before the old theater teacher got fired, the day I arrived, the new one arrived.
No way.
And I was like, you know what? And I had a majority of my friends that went to that class.
Yeah.
And we'd talk.
They what?
We'd all talk, like, and the new teacher, like, he looked like he barely cared, or he barely had, like, any passion for it, but there would be times where he would like have a passion like for the theater or anything.
So for that computer class, you made that switch like early enough in the semester for it to like be good, or was it right in the middle?
It was like right in the middle. I was like, dude, I was so mad. And it was like 11th grade year too. Like, no, like I want this. Because I know 11th grade is the hardest grade, in my opinion, for like high school.
Yeah.
And I feel like 12th grade was like more easier, more lenient.
Yeah, in some regard for sure.
Yeah, I loved all my classes. I even loved the video class. Like I was in charge. My class was in charge of like the school news.
Okay. Oh, that's fun.
So yeah, we would direct the school news a lot.
Yeah.
We'd like record. We would make some funny like clips or anything.
Yeah, like the skits and stuff.
Yeah, the skits.
Those were always like fun to watch in the morning announcements.
Yeah, I remember for like every like time of the month or any season would be like, I'd be kind of like the director. I was like, oh, how about we do this? Like, how about for Halloween? No, on Halloween special for the news, we do like a intro with the Twilight, Twilight Zone. And my theater teacher is like, dude, that is amazing. Like, write it down, do it, and I approve of it. Thanksgiving came around, like there's like nothing as much. I was like, what if we do like some like funny thing? Like we have someone dressed as a turkey, and we have someone dressed as a pilgrim do a questionnaire, and we'll have whoever gets whoever gets the least amount of questions right gets pied in the face. My theater teacher was like, no, my video teacher was like, do it. I'd accept it. Christmas, we did How the Grinch Stole the School News.
Oh,
and I was like, you know what? And then he's like, keep writing all of this down. And when it came to spring and all that, there was like not much ideas that we could have done, but we just like kept it plain and simple. And then a lot of people were like, oh, like, do one for like, Cinco de Mayo or anything. I was like, it's gonna be jam-packed with a lot of stuff that we could barely do.
So you were really able to like lean into like the video.
Yeah, I've always liked anything when it came to production of movies. Like I'm like a huge film buff.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, that's what awesome. I also liked about my video class. I had them for like my freshman year, then I had them for my junior year, and then my senior year, I had like the grades and I was good enough. And he begged the counselor for me to be his assistant to like hand out equipment, like recommend the students who were like learning the camera functions, like how to use them, how to use the mics, like prep everything, prep the lights. And he would just grade me like, oh, like, yeah, he's active. Yeah, or sometimes like I wouldn't even be doing anything, and me and him would be just talking about new movies, we'll be talking about like photography, we'll be talking about like videos or anything.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That's really cool that you had like teachers like that, that were really invested, and they encouraged like all of your ideas,
Yeah, it's cool having teachers like that instead of like just like coming
people
in.
that don't care.
Yeah, coming in just for like a paycheck. They wanna like make sure like you're invested enough for it.
Yeah, they really add to like the high school experience.
Yeah, my senior year, I had a teacher for economics and I think it was like history, right? She was like more of a mom figure teacher. Like everybody loved her.
Oh, that's nice.
Like she was really cool. And she was like, I remember me and my friends would like goof off on the class a bit, and then she would like start like yelling at us, like not like as like a teacher perspective, like, oh, I'm gonna call your mom. Like she would yell at us like a mom perspective.
Oh, wow. Let me put on the headrest for a little bit. Actually, let me remove this. Okay. You can put your head down. Is that okay?
Yeah,
that's comfortable.
Perfect.
So I'm guessing you're 21?
Yes.
Okay.
Barely turned 21.
Oh, nice.
And
When was your birthday?
March?
Oh, happy belated.
Yeah.
Cool. What have you done so far?
Nothing crazy. Just on my 21st, I went to Disneyland with my friends and my girlfriend.
Oh, that's nice. You have a pass?
No, we just went, like, you know, I was like, they're like, what do you want to do? Like, because my friend group, and I'm not the type to go, like, to clubs or anything like that.
Totally, yeah.
I'm, like, me and my friend group were, like, more of, like, the nerdy kind. Like, yeah, we like those type of stuff, but we're like, yeah, we're not going to do that. And I was like, how about we go to Disneyland?
Yeah.
And they're like, you know, that's not a bad idea. Like, we can get, like, you know, a drink from there. We could all chill, go on rides. And, you know, it would be, like, an amazing time. I'm like, yeah, most definitely it would be.
That's cool.
Yeah, so first drink of, like, my 21st.
Really?
Yeah, so I got, like, this soju drink. It was pretty cool.
Okay. It's pretty sweet.
Yeah. I got, like, I've tried soju before. I remember my dad, he handed me, like, because when he goes to get sushi, like, we go to get sushi, he gets a bottle of soju.
Yeah.
And he's like, try it. I was like, like, what flavor is it? Like, oh, like raspberry or lemonade. Pretty good, honestly.
Yeah.
I want to try those, like, Japanese hard seltzer drinks, the lemon ones.
Oh, okay.
But I was like, they're very hard to find. And if you find a seller, they charge them really expensive too.
Let me see. Should you lift your head real quick? Just straighten out this line. Put your head down. Yeah.
What made you go into, like, podcasting and all that?
So I invested in a mentorship. Actually, I invested in a mentorship, and it was just one of those things that, like, they highly encourage. And I like talking in general, but I'm better at, like, conversation, like talking instead of, like, talking to the camera.
Yeah.
Which I can do. I just haven't, like, broken past, like, it feeling weird, because I'll ramble like crazy. And I've watched a few videos that I've done where I'm kind of doing, like, a solo podcast, and I'm just like talking nonsense, and even I am waiting for the podcast to end because, like, girl, just shut up. You know. But I guess it really just stemmed from the fact that I do love podcasts. I listen to, like, a good amount of them.
Yeah.
Or, like, it occupies a lot of my free time. I don't listen to, like, a ton. I think there's only, like, a small select few that I keep up with. And I think it all stemmed from this one time I stumbled upon a radio show, like on the actual radio, like before I knew there were podcasts out there. Yeah. I was going for a drive, and then I come across, like, this fascinating, like, story, and it ends up being, like, an NPR station. You know NPR?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was, like, over 10 years ago or so, and I found it, like, on the AM FM, like, stations, and I think that was, like, my first taste into, like, what a podcast kind of is, because the TED Talks and the NPR shows were just really, like, catching my eye, but I didn't think much of it until, like, I started to reflect on, like, why I like listening to podcasts. And I guess I'm more of, like, an auditory learner a lot of the times. I'm both, like, a visual and an audio learner.
Yeah.
Okay, you can put your head down. But yeah, it would just kind of keep my mind occupied, especially when I was working, like, a 9 to 5. There were some like, podcasts that I would listen to a lot just to keep me from being bored. And then I never really thought about having my own until I guess I started working with this mentorship, and the mentorship is mostly like for personal brand. And when you are trying to build your personal brand, you know, you can kind of do it within your work. You can do it like on social media, and like one of the modes is podcasting. And yeah, it's just like a way to either like showcase what you do, or just, you know, spark good conversations, or just like, I don't know, keep it fun. And I'm like in the early stages of mine, trying to see what like audience I'm really trying to target, or just kind of get in the habit of doing it. Like there's always like this weird barrier between like starting and yeah, just like starting in general. Like, oh, it needs to look like this, it needs to sound like this, you know? You have all these expectations, but then it just kind of keeps me from starting. And like I realized that like being in the chair, you do have a lot of conversations already. So initially I thought about it, and then when I met my mentor in person, when I was having some trouble figuring out like what kind of podcast I wanted, he's like, why don't you just record your appointments? You just get mic'd up and stuff. And I'm like, I don't know, there's this and that, like the clippers might be too loud, blah blah blah. And then I just decided, you know what, let's just try it. And so far it's been cool. I've recorded maybe like 4 or 5 episodes. I posted 2 of them, and they're really just like regular conversations between like me and my client, and they go everywhere. You know, the conversation goes everywhere.
No, definitely, yeah.
Which is cool, you know, like it allows people to see, you know, like you can get really, it's an intimate space, but you're like comfortable enough to like share things with each other, have really good conversations, catch up with each other and stuff. And then maybe when I like see there's a better direction to go and like curate the conversation to, then I probably will eventually. But there's already a lot of conversation happening between the client and me.
Yeah.
That I'm like, yeah, just capture it. Just see where it goes. And you don't see like a lot of stylists doing that. Like a lot of the shows that are in like barber shops, they're just people talking in barber chairs, you know, like
yeah.
Maybe one person's getting a haircut, cool, and it's like in a group setting, which is like dope, you know. You have like people like LeBron in the shop, and
yeah, I was about to say that one.
Yeah. But they like sometimes they're getting a cut, but really it's just like you're in a barber shop setting and a conversation's happening.
It's more like, I like when it's more like a real feel. Like right now, this is like more of a real feel. I remember there's like my old barber, the shop owner, he started off like that. He would record podcast episodes in his like after hours of his barber shop, or he would get like some famous, because he had a famous clientele as well, and he would start talking to him like right now, like in the mic on the chair.
Yeah.
Make sure.
It was dope, you know. A lot of things, like a lot of really cool things get to be shared when you're just like chilling and you just catch up with each other. And like with braids too, I kind of have like space and time to talk about like lengthier things too.
Yeah.
Usually with like haircuts, it's about an hour, a little over an hour or so. But with braids, you have like a lot more time and opportunity to just like chat. And one of my homies who regularly gets braided now, like I'm pretty excited to eventually have like a episode with him too, because me and this guy, we never really knew each other, but our homies were like rolling in the same circles.
Yeah.
Since high school, or even before that, since like middle school. But I don't think I ever really said anything to him growing up. And then like recently I went to a party, and then his girl was like was telling him, oh, you know, she braids, and we all knew that we were like in a similar school, or like I was in the same school as her. And then she's like, babe, she braids. I was like, what? Give me your number now. And then it's been history like since. Like we'll talk. That's probably some of my favorite conversations that I have, because like it's an open book at this point. Like we can relate to each other because we have like similar histories, but like we just start talking about anything and everything under the sun.
Yeah.
Because I'm with him for like 2.5 hours. You know, he gets like 6 braids also, and yeah, we just chit chat.
That's like an amazing experience right there.
Yeah. It's like really fulfilling. Like it truly like warms my heart to know. I think just having that contrast of like this is how he was, and I like really never spoke to him.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And then now I've like know so much about this person.
Yeah, it's like an crazy experience right there.
Yeah, relationships are dope, you know, like I think like in your experience too, when it comes to your interactions with kids and your relationship like from yourself, like oh yeah, this is I would have never thought I worked with kids.
No, definitely.
And then like these kids are like, oh dude, this is the coolest after school guy ever, you know, I miss him. I'll be sad if he ever leaves.
No, definitely. No, yeah, that's cool. I always like said to myself, I was like, if it's like, you know, if like, you know, they should have like a podcast where like kids kind of run it too. Like I've always said, like that would be a cool idea. I remember there was like a point where the school that I work at, they had a podcast club.
Okay,
To, like,
That's dope.
Yeah, let the kids, you know, talk about their feelings or how the school. They would like bring out like random kids from random classes or whatever want to sign up to like talk about their feelings or talk about, you know, or have their best friend and talk about, you know, like some little, you know, some gossip, some you know, sport-wise or how they feel with their family or anything. But they stopped that. But I was like, it was pretty cool. Like, and sometimes these kids like talk like how they feel or how they like.
They're just like super honest.
They're super honest. They're I like how they're very straightforward and they're not and they don't sugarcoat anything.
Yeah.
Like these kids are brutals when it comes to honesty. Like at times they're like, I don't even know how they're gonna react with me having braids today. So I'm just gonna be looking forward to that. You know, every time I got a cut, I remember at a point I was like going all straight buzz cut. And like,
really?
They're like, you should draw your hair. Like, the buzz cuts are not it no more. Like, you're gonna get balder and balder the more you buzz it. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna grow out my hair. Did, and they're like, you know what? You should like have a ponytail. Like, how about braids? And they're like, go for it. Like something different.
Oh, cool. That's cool that they kind of had a say in like your decision about this. It's like, oh yeah, let's try it.
Yeah, let's try it.
That's cool. I love that.
Some say it's not gonna look good. Some say it's gonna look awesome. Like, you know what?
We'll never know until you
let me know. It's like, okay, cool.
I'm really glad.
Yeah, but podcasts are cool. Like I like podcasts, but I like when it's like, you know, more of like a real feel. Like I like watching Joe Rogan. I feel like sometimes they write their stuff out or anything else. Like there's a podcast I like watching more of like spooky podcasts. When it comes to, like,
I was into that too. Yeah, see, when I was working at a 9 to 5, one of my favorite ones, it kind of like fell off for me because they would just get into like too much banter.
Yeah.
But it's called And That's Why We Drink. There's like these 2 girls. One, I think she went sober, and then the other one, she loves to drink wine. But I think the other girl, she like drinks milkshakes or whatever, but they'd share stories of like what they find, like crime stories or paranormal. One would do paranormal and one would do crime.
Yeah.
So the first episodes, they were talking about like the Cecil Hotel, or they were talking about like the Black Dahlia, these like well-known crimes and stuff that I've kind of already been invested in, and like I would watch a lot of documentaries on. So they would like have banter about it, but give some history behind those, and then it's just so out there that there's like, yeah, and that's why, that's like all this dark stuff. That's why we drink.
Yeah. No, yeah, it's cool hearing more about the horror. I also like watching like people like review or talk about movies. One duo that I did not know that did a podcast until my girlfriend told me, they are the 2 kids of Michael Jackson.
Really?
They have a podcast. They talk about movies.
No way, dude.
Yeah.
Was it this morning or last night? Last night, I just came across a video about like, Michael Jackson's kids. Just talking about how great of a father he was. So
Yeah.
I didn't like give them any thought
Yeah,
until yesterday. It's funny that you mentioned them.
Yeah,
Like, wow.
my girlfriend was like, oh, they have a podcast. I'm like, really? They're like, yeah, like they talk about movies and they talk about like, their favorite films. And obviously, well, now he goes by BG. Before it would be Blanket,
Oh, okay.
the youngest one.
Yeah.
He's like very shy on the podcast, but it's funny when he's like when he interacts a lot with his brother because it shows like his true colors a lot.
How interesting. That's really cool.
Yeah, a lot of I forgot one horror podcast. I forgot. He's been like on a good radar lately too, and sometimes he just goes exploring these places.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, this stuff just gets me so like. I love listening to those things, or watching. Like me and my fiance are like big Ghost Adventures fans.
Oh my god.
Yeah, did you watch Ghost Adventures?
Yes, I've watched the ones that they come to the valley over here.
Dude, those are our favorite ones to watch. The LA ones and the Valley ones.
The Reseda house.
It's a house,
horrors,
right?
Yeah.
Oh, bro, that one was hella dark.
I think
There
it's
was
like 5 minutes from here, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it. That's crazy. Yeah, those are like some of our favorite things to watch. Like, I'm not a good horror movie person.
Yeah.
Because sometimes they either go overboard with like the gore.
Yes.
Oh, I can't. But then when it's like real stuff or like real documentation.
Yeah. It gets you more on your edge, like in your nerves.
Or I'm like, so my interest is piqued. I'm like, I know I'm not gonna be encountering like gross, gory stuff.
Yeah.
And like it's not coming. And maybe that's why like I never realized why I gravitate towards that. It's more, but I think it's the lack of surprise in the sense that they're not gonna mess with me visually. It's not gonna disturb me visually. But then whenever they come across like really high quality of evidence, I'm like, oh, dude, that's so sick. Like, how can it be real? I've never encountered anything, so I can't to me, I can't dismiss it.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know, it's crazy to say like I believe in all of it, but who really knows? I don't know. I haven't been conclusive with like whether or not. All right,
Like
let's not pick it up.
paranormal.
Yeah, the paranormal stuff. It's just so cool, so fascinating. Because like energy is energy, and I think it can get stored in things, like scientifically speaking.
Yeah.
So I'm like, how can I dismiss it?
And I feel like both of our cultures, when it comes, I've heard from my friends that are Filipino, and I've heard from, like also Mexican culture, we're more drawn to like the horror or more of like the paranormal aspect and stuff.
I can totally see that. Like my it's definitely more potent, I guess, like in the Philippines. I wouldn't say like it's like particularly welcomed in a sense, but then the people are like more open to it, and maybe just like the energy of the city is just like more, it's just older, so a lot of things are like preserved in that sense, and then the places where the activity may or may not happen are just older cities that like are untouched, and then they probably have stored energies like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
And then you have like the folklore behind it that's like passed on, and I feel like that helps, fuel and keep those stories alive.
No, definitely. Like I know like you guys have your own like version, like I don't know if you're familiar with like La Llorona, like Mexico folk. I know you guys have probably your own version. Like every country has their own like major mythological like creature that somehow some like grandpa, grandma, uncle like experience them or anything like that.
Yeah.
I do agree with the horror aspect with the gore.
Yeah.
I do like horror movies, but when it comes to the gore, I'm like, no, I feel like they do overdo it.
They'll like overdo it, and like with how technology, like theater technology and like FX stuff.
Definitely.
I was like, oh, dude, we can make this look super real. Now let's just utilize it. I'm like, no.
Definitely.
I don't like it.
It's like I don't know if you're familiar with the Terrifier franchise.
The which one?
Terrifier. It's
Oh,
like,
no, I'm not
it's
familiar with that
a very gory movie. It's like an indie movie.
Oh, okay.
It went from becoming an indie movie to being like a pop culture, like staple, like saying like, oh, he's like the next this decade's Michael Myers. Because if you realize every decade or every year they would have a new serial killer or horror franchise. You get Michael Myers, you got Ghostface, you got Chucky, you got all of these. And for this genre, for like this era, it was mostly that clown Terrifier.
Oh, okay. Oh, I'm not
Very
familiar.
gory, and I wouldn't recommend if like you don't like gore.
No.
To a point where like they borderline, like the studio gives them, the directors, a lot of like freedom,
Oh,
and
gosh.
they borderline to do it. I think like the last movie, they showed that character killing a kid.
That's terrible.
I was like, yeah, it's like borderline right there.
Oh my gosh.
And yeah, just seeing that, I was like, this. My girlfriend loves the movies. I was like, I don't know how you can watch gore like that. My little brother too.
Oh, really?
And I was like, yo, like y'all are crazy. Like
You're a
y'all
little twisted.
y'all need to get checked out. But yeah, my dad hates horror movies. I even like mess around with my dad. Like, oh, we're gonna go to horror nights, and he's like, no, I don't want to go.
Yeah. I know. I stay like behind my man, like under his hood. I'm like, I don't want to.
Yeah.
In horror nights. That's why I end up just never going, because I'm wasting your money. I'm wasting our money. Like if we go to horror nights, because I'm just gonna be hiding. I think the last time it was fine. I was able to kind of like stomach it a little bit. It was probably like 3 or 4 years ago. But the lines are just.
It's insane now.
They're too long.
It's like it's grown popularity a lot lately. It's like Disney, like everything's grown popularity. I feel like more when it comes to TikTok, like it's good, like it has like a good basis. Like me, when I would go to East LA and we would always go to like this like one swap meet, and they're known for like, it's not a swami, it's more like a, it's kind of indoor swami-ish.
Okay.
But they're known for like their food, right?
Yes.
We go there and all of a sudden the line is jam-packed. And what I do, like TikTok killed this spot. Me and my dad were so disappointed. Like before, we'd only like wait 5 minutes, and then it would be like people just like sitting down and like leaving and eating, like, Now you have to wait like 20 minutes to find a spot and 30 or more minutes to get your food.
Crazy that social media does that.
Yeah, it's good when it comes to like a business aspect, but when it comes to like loyal customers, like it sucks, because you're like, damn, like remember when nothing was like that? It's good for the business, but
yeah, things just really change.
And then
really
sometimes it's like the owners, when like they get like a lot of traction, they get lazy when it comes to like food wise. Yeah, I feel like that at times. Like when it comes to restaurants, if they get overpopulated, like I don't know if you've ever gone to Din Tai Fung. So I feel like they got lazy with like some of their stuff, and they got very smaller portions after they got very popular with social media. So I remember like a year or two ago, they were not very popular, but then they started popping up in a lot of people's like For You page or like things to eat. It just gets crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. I follow this girl. Her name is like Comfy with Carrie.
Yeah.
She has like this tagline, like LA dining is a scam, and I'm done pretending it's not. And like she'll do like really honest reviews of different places, and like if they're like super hyped, she'll see like if it's really worth the hype, or if it's just these influencers, either getting paid or they are just following the trend of it being popular.
Yeah.
And then a lot of times, not like every single time, but a lot of times she'll conclude that like it is just way overhyped. And it could, I never really thought about it until you mentioned it. Like it could be because it's so hyped, like the quality really has gone down.
Yeah.
Or it sucked to begin with. But like it could be that phenomenon of just like it's gained so much popularity and traction that like the quality has dwindled a bit.
Definitely, yeah. It's like this burger spot. Like I remember when they started first, like right here, like they were like 12 minutes away. These, I don't know if you're familiar with them or heard about them. They're called Burger 3000.
Burger 3000?
Yeah,
I've heard about it, but I've never eaten it.
pretty good. But I feel like more and more that I eat it. I don't know if it's more like I don't eat it frequently, but the times that I go, I
Yeah.
feel like they'd be like, it's not the same taste or not the same because now they open like two other restaurants. They
Yeah.
start as a like little side cart. Then they found a restaurant. Then they opened two other restaurants. I feel like they're not putting as much effort within the food anymore than how they used to.
Yeah. I haven't like actually reached that conclusion just yet with one of the ramen spots that like we would go out of our way to go to, and it was just always tough to like get a seat and stuff. But now they franchised, which is a Silver Lake Ramen.
Yes.
Yeah. So like we used to go to Silver Lake, and you would wait, and it would just be this whole experience of waiting, but like it was just always so worth it.
Yeah, I feel like when you go to the original location, like the first location that they ever opened, it's better than any because I feel like they keep it, same flavor, same passion, same like energy.
Yeah,
When it comes to like their other franchise locations, I know there's one over here in Porter Ranch, if I'm not mistaken now. I feel like there's like different taste to it.
Yeah, it's a little watered down.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, it's kind of unfortunate. Like it's good. It's like decent if I wanted to like satisfy a craving, but then I don't go there for the Silver Lake Ramen experience. I go there just to like satisfy the hunger. But if I want like that actual like how I remember it, I'll go to the actual location.
Exactly.
What kind of restaurants do you usually gravitate towards?
Sometimes I gravitate towards like, I'm like very open with food. Like I've tried like a lot of Filipino dishes. Bomb as hell.
Nice.
Try like the pig and everything. I gravitate towards more like street food, like the food vendors that are on the side of the road.
Yeah.
Or I gravitate I'm more like open-minded when it comes to food. I'm not like very picky. One food I have not yet to try, but my friend is like very like he's pushing me to try is Indian food.
Indian?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Like I
really
want
like
to
Indian
I
food.
want to try it so bad, but like I don't know what to get as like a new person.
Oh, you don't know what to get? That's fair, yeah.
Because like I don't want to get anything that will kind of mess up my stomach, or like I want to get something that a lot of people like recommend for like a newcomer.
Yeah. Yeah, usually the masalas are like a way to go.
Yeah.
Either it's chicken or like they have chana masala, which is just like chickpeas with the same like stew.
Yeah.
That one's like usually a safe bet. Then the samosas. The samosas are always good. They're just like the deep fried like potato. I wouldn't call them empanadas, but they're like a little bit bigger. Those are like some of the safer stuff. One thing that I do like, they have like a spinach cheese like dish. They like really stew down the spinach or whatever greens that is, and then I guess the protein are like these like big chunks of cheese.
Yeah.
That's a saag paneer. That one I really like. I think those are the main things that I end up like usually getting, like some sort of masala and then a paneer. But I like, because in college there were like a couple like Indian spots nearby that I would indulge in. But a lot of them were like actual markets. There were markets that had like the food tray. Yeah. I think those are probably like your better bets. Sometimes like restaurants are cool too. I haven't like sat down and eaten. Actually, I have. There's one in Burbank. It was cool, but the ones that I end up liking a lot more, just because it's just accessible, are the ones that are like placed in Indian markets.
Oh yeah, that's cool. It's like I'm like, I try being open to like trying other cultures like food and stuff. So it's really cool to see like what they eat, and sometimes like it's similar to like your own culture as well. Cool. like when it comes to Persian food or Middle Eastern food, it's kind of like similar to like, or Greek food, it's kind of similar to like Mexican food. Like they got the gyro, we got tacos. They got like mixed platter with rice. It's like literally what we eat all the time.
Right.
Rice with like some type of meat and some salsa.
Yeah, you got like common staples. You have like the carbs, and then you have the protein and stuff.
Most definitely.
It's all really like the marinades and the spices that differentiate it.
No, yeah, so I like, I haven't had Filipino food in a while too.
What kind of food?
Filipino food.
Oh, yeah.
I love, I remember like the last thing I had was like the barbecue skewers that my,
Yeah, those are good.
yeah, those are
Your
really
head down a
good.
little bit there. Yeah, that's always like a good, easy eat out of the Filipino food. There are like a lot of stews and like marinated beefs and stuff, and then of course like the fried stuff. I think the fried stuff is just it's what makes it like super unhealthy, and a lot of the like more popular foods are like the fried.
Yeah, like the pork or any.
The pork, and then lumpia, the egg rolls.
Yeah, lumpia is good.
Yeah.
One of my students, she's Filipino. She brought me lumpia, so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she's like, you're like, oh, you gotta try more Filipino food. Like, you gotta try puto. I was like, I know what puto is. I'm like,
It's not amazing. I wouldn't like recommend puto.
yeah. I was like, I know what that is.
Yeah.
She's like, you know, it's a bad word in Spanish too, right? I was like, yeah, I know that.
Yeah.
I'm like, you better not be using puto like in a term where I will be like,
Right, for
offended.
sure.
Like, you better be telling me as a dessert. She's like, no, I know. I'm just telling you as a dessert. And yeah, so I find it funny when it comes to that. I remember my dad didn't believe me. He's like, hey, Dad, you know there's a Filipino dish called puto, right? And he's like, no, there's not. Because puto in Spanish, bitch. Like, oh, you're a bitch.
Yeah.
And my dad was like, no, there's not. I'm like, yeah, there is. I'm like, it's funny how like our words are kind of similar to it, like how we speak as well.
Yeah. I feel like that's also true for like a lot of different like dialects for Spanish anyway too.
Yeah.
I know there are some words that are like considered cuss words, but they're really just regular words.
No,
in
definitely.
Other regions. So your work starts at 2?
Yeah. Like at the time when I don't have school, I just like most of the time just go to the gym early morning or just like do what I gotta do, like, you know, clean my house a bit, you know, help around, walk my dog, everything.
And you said you go to school also, right?
Yeah.
Where do you go?
All the way to Moorpark.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Like Moorpark College?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's like the only school that has like a free radiology program.
Oh, dope.
So I'm trying to see, like, hopefully, like next semester I get like an internship in Kaiser.
Oh, nice. Uh-huh.
Yeah, so that's like one thing I'm really hoping for.
So what would you say is like, what are your like 3 top like comfort movies?
3 top comfort movies. I gotta go with Spider-Man because that's like a huge one.
Nice. Which one?
Tobey Maguire.
Okay, nice. The first one?
Yeah. First one, yeah, the first one or the second one. Other one has to be. It's a tricky one. Star Wars.
Okay.
Honestly, yeah, Star Wars is.
All of them?
All of them except the last 3.
Okay.
Yeah, I personally prefer Attack of the Clones and the Revenge of the Sith, but I also like Return of the Jedi. My third one has to be I don't know if you heard about the movie Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I love that movie.
You know, I don't watch a lot of Tarantino movies, but that's like the only one that I've seen.
Yeah, it's one of them. it gives me like a modern day Pulp Fiction.
That's fair.
So
I think the reason why like my fiance got me to watch it is partly because it was like mostly filmed here in the Valley.
yeah.
And I love, I love those Easter eggs. I love when things are set in the Valley. It always like gets both of us
Oh no,
excited and stuff.
definitely. A lot of stuff is filmed here too.
Heck yeah.
There's a park in Porter Ranch where they filmed E.T. And
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
I love going there because that's one of the the most amazing views in the valley. Like, me personally,
Yeah. That's dope.
I think in my area they filmed I forgot an episode of 911. Like I don't know if you know the show from Fox.
Yeah.
Yeah, I find it crazy. And
Move your head down a little bit.
I also got into that movie too because I was like more like with the whole. There's a point of time I still get like going into like a deep dive with like serial killers and stuff, you know, like, and so it came
Like
up with
Charles Manson.
Yes.
And like that, yeah. So that era too is just really fascinating when it comes to murders.
Yeah, because you're like, what the heck? Like, it looked all peaceful back then, but then you see these crazy ass people like roaming around and doing stuff like that.
Yeah. I get you. One movie that loosely reminded me of it just because it was similar era, similar like kind of people, and it was there's some parts that were filmed in the Valley. Have you seen? Oh gosh, it's on Netflix with Anna Kendrick. It's like something about a woman in a game show. Oh my god, I forgot what the name was, or what the name of the movie was, but it's pretty much about this woman. She goes on a dating game show. She's like this actress. She's trying to be an actress and make it in Hollywood.
Yeah.
And the person she gets matched up with is actually a serial killer, and this is based off a true story.
I think I've heard of it. I think I kind of seen like a glimpse of it.
It's a pretty cool movie. Sort of short, but like, because it's like in a studio, it's like studios in like Studio City or Burbank or something like that. Like, ooh, this is cool.
No, that's cool. I also like I don't know if you've ever seen The Office.
The Office?
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
A lot of stuff has been filmed here in the Valley. Like there's certain like places, even though it's like based in like Philadelphia, where they say.
Oh, is that where it's based?
Yeah. So you just see like some buildings pass by, and like, hey, I've driven around there before. Like that's not in Philadelphia. That's here.
Yeah. That's funny. I love catching those things too. It's like you think you're trying to get me? No, I know exactly where that is.
No, exactly. It's funny.
There's also that other show. There's another like comedy office show. Is it Parks and Rec?
Parks and Rec, yeah, I think
that one's also like filmed around here.
Yeah.
Yeah. My man watches that one.
I also like watching Abbott Elementary.
Oh, I like that too. I haven't like kept up with it, but I know I was like enjoying that one.
Yeah, I kind of, it's funny because I work with kids and it's like so relatable too.
Yeah.
And you're like, dude, it's like how they portray the kids, it's so real, and how the workers feel it too.
Yeah.
And like if they had like a sitcom like a comedy or like a documentary like film like with us, like exactly like that.
That's crazy.
It would be funny where they would film me working too. Like sometimes like I help out the other program more than their own employees. I'm like this. Sometimes I feel like I'm doing double the work.
Right.
No, yeah, those shows are funny.
That one's like doing pretty well too, huh?
Yeah, it's very popular.
Yeah,
because
really
it
cool.
gave like the Office vibe.
Yeah,
but
just
also,
in a different setting.
like a different setting with like elementary school like workers. It's pretty cool. Oh, yeah, a lot of stuff. It's cool. Like we live like mostly in an industrial like place in like kind of like in the LA County. Like the valley's like not known, but known like by a lot of famous people.
Definitely. So I'm a big fan of the show All American.
Oh yeah.
yeah, I watched the spinoff and everything too. And the spinoff is set in Georgia. And my cousin, he lives out in Georgia. And like me and my other cousins, we would all just like FaceTime during the pandemic and just catch up like on a weekly basis. And this cousin that lives in Georgia, he grew up, like he was born here in LA.
Yeah.
Or actually, he grew up in LA. And then his adult life is more like in Georgia. And he would say, oh man, I miss Cali because like you have different terrains. You can see the mountains and stuff. Like it's such a different feel from Georgia. Like Georgia's just flatland and trees.
Yeah.
And then when I was watching one of the episodes of like the spinoff, which is supposed to be set in Georgia, like near Atlanta, they were like kind of showing like a drone shot, sort of like where the college that they're set in is supposed to be, and like you can see the mountains. I'm like, this is the valley. I know you guys are trying to play it off as Georgia, but characteristically, it doesn't fit. Like Georgia's flat, full of trees, and now you're showing me mountains. So you think you can get me? I know my valley.
Oh yeah, it's very recognizable. You're like, no, like that's not what they like New York. Like that's not New York. That's literally here.
Yeah, that's Union Station here in LA.
Exactly. Or it's not San Francisco. No, it's pretty cool how Cali is like more like you get mountains, desert,
Yeah.
and full like actual forest. Mm-hmm. And then you technically do get the 4 seasons here as well. Mm-hmm. You get fall, spring, fall, winter, spring.
Yeah, all in one day.
Yeah, no, definitely, yeah. And I find it kind of crazy that right now up north in like Mammoth, there's still snow. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I thought all the snow would have been like melted away already.
Yeah. I know, it's always weird. Like certain seasons, like certain years have like a certain duration. Hi, morning. Because I know one of the years, like Mammoth season was able to go all the way into like pretty much June, like near right after my birthday. And then there were other seasons that like things were melted and the season was over by April.
Yeah, it's like, so I find it crazy. Also, it's like the global warming effect.
Yeah, all that climate change and stuff.
Yeah.
I know, whenever like something, either like it's unusual, but it's like it seems like it's beneficial in the moment. It's like, oh man, that's so cool. Like,
insanely.
that's so scary.
And I thought because at the same time we had like our roof getting fixed, and I honestly thought
it was like related to your roof.
Yeah, the roofers or they dropped something really heavy and it kind of shook the building. Yeah. But I went outside and they were like talking, and they were like all like 3 of them are already like on the first floor. And they're like all talking like, did you guys feel that? And they're like, yeah, it was heavy.
Oh crap.
I don't know if you've been seeing lately too how like there's been crazy earthquakes around Nevada. And,
Nevada? No,
yeah.
I didn't know that.
And like just specifically around Area 51 too.
Oh, no way.
And I'm like, no, there's like suspicious activity going on right there. Like there's some like either alien or like they're transporting something or they're doing like testing over there.
Yeah. All right, let me have you rest your head again. Is that okay?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
Perfect.
So let me make sure it's locked. Okay.
And I do believe in like the whole aliens and all that. And my dad was like, oh, like they're not real. It's disbelief. I'm like, I find it crazy how my great-grandparents believe in that more than like my own family at times too. Like luckily and fortunate enough, I still have 2 of my great-grandparents.
Yeah.
And,
oh wow.
Yeah, where like they're from in Mexico. There's like a volcano, and they say like, oh yeah, we see them going to the volcano and come out. Gosh. And I find it funny. I'm like, dude, like they believe them. They believe in aliens. And then my dad was like, they're already old, so they're kind of going crazy. I'm like, nah, I think it's like real. It's like I think Bigfoot's real, like stuff like that, like.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
And then my dad was like, none of it is real. Like, not until like you experience it, or there's people like that tell you like stories, or like they live in the middle of nowhere and they experience crazy stuff.
Yeah, I think I'm definitely at a point in my life where I'm just like, I'm not gonna say they don't exist, but I just don't know,
No, definitely. It's like all the superstitions and stuff. it's like until that happens to you, you believe it. That's what I like to say. Like before, like even as a kid, like I believed that there was ghosts or anything like that. So like I had an experience where I went to Mexico and then like all of a sudden a basket fell like by itself, and I'm like, yeah, no, there's a ghost in here. and then one time, like where my aunts and uncles, like their guest room, they had like a phone and it would go off and on.
No way.
And I was like, yeah, there's something here.
Yeah.
And they're like, they just don't want to tell us.
Sometimes to kind of like put our mind at ease, me and my family would like attribute it, you know, something weird happening. Oh, that's just grandma.
Yeah.
That's my grandpa or something.
No, yeah, I believe in it 100%. Like I think it was probably like 4 or 5 years ago. I lost my great grandma. Me and my little brother went to Mexico, and we brought this photo of her like back, and it was kind of crazy that it was in our suitcase and it had like right under her eye, it had like a water drop.
Oh, no way.
And we were like looking around the suitcase, like did something like spill? Did we spill anything? Like and no, like there was no liquids, nothing. And we're like, this could have been like a sign of her like happy that we arrived back home.
Oh, yeah.
And we were like, did something spill? Did the picture get ruined? No, it was like perfectly intact and clean still.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, we always like, with my dog too, we always have like superstitions about it. Like, it's about to be a year ago that my dad lost his brother. And for like a week straight, like my dog was acting weird to my dad. Like he was happy, then he would be sad, and then like he would be like only like cuddling with my dad and like cuddling with like get protective with my dad. And then all of a sudden, like when my dad got the news, that's when my dog like kind of like kept like cuddling with my dad, and my dog wouldn't even let none of us touch my dad.
Oh,
like,
what?
He was like super protective, like, and we always like think like, oh, animals feel before humans do, like when something's coming.
Oh.
I do believe in the fact that animals do know when an earthquake is coming.
I think so too. I think they're able to like physically sense it.
Yeah.
That part, I think they've also like mentioned. Yeah, I think there's something going on with the animals that they're able to like literally feel it.
No, yeah, definitely. And remember, my dog's like a fat, lazy, like French bulldog. So there was like when he was a puppy, like when we first had him, he started barking, and he was sleeping in my bed. He would start barking at me at 3 a.m, and I was like, go to sleep. Like, there's no reason you should be barking. And he kept like scratching my face like to wake up.
Oh my god.
And I was like, go to sleep, like, or else I'm gonna like put you down on the floor. And he goes back to sleep. And all of a sudden there's like a huge
No way.
an earthquake that happens. And I'm like, and my mom and my dad wake up. They're like, you guys okay? And I already have a dog. My dog just looks at me like, I told you. Like, you should have woken up, Bert. Like,
Yeah.
when I told you to wake up. But now I feel like he's unfazed with it too. Like he like sleeps. Like sometimes he sleeps at like he's very alert too. And what my dad has trained him to do is like if someone like breaks in, like to like lunge at him.
Oh, that's good.
Like last time my brother we forgot our keys inside and we had to open the window and go in. No, my dog literally lunged
like
at
on
my
alert. Oh no.
lunged at my brother. My brother's like, he's like, oh, he's gonna attack me. No.
At least you can trust that he's on it.
Oh no, but like if someone like shows him like love, like oh come here.
Oh, okay. So
And he's like he puts his guard down and like, dude, that's the one thing we do not want it to happen.
yeah.
He's like, oh, I don't trust you like at first, and then when you do like show him like compassion or anything, he's like, oh, I trust you. You're good to go.
He's easy.
Yeah.
It's easy to like get on your side.
Yeah, it's funny. Or sometimes like he's like he just likes to nibble on you. Like if you have your like hand out, like if you're like sitting on the couch and you have your hand, he just comes and he just nibbles on your hand. Like, oh, give me attention. Like,
oh, give me attention.
Like I'm here. Like. Or sometimes like with my dad, because he plays footsies with my dad. Sometimes he just walks past my dad like when my dad's barefoot and just like bites his toe and then runs away.
Oh my god.
Like he's a little bully. He's like, dude, like leave me alone.
What's your dog's name?
Kylo.
Kylo.
Yeah.
That's a cool name.
My little brother named him after the Star Wars character.
Kylo Ren?
Yeah.
Dope.
And at first, my dad wanted either like a Buster or Chapo, but my brother was like, no, I want Kylo.
Yeah, those are all cool names. I love the name Buster. Very much a dog name though.
Yeah.
That's your only dog?
Yeah, that's my only dog. I had like a dog in South Central when I was like a kid. I had a pit bull.
Yeah, you had a dog in South Central. Was it a bigger dog?
Yeah, it was a pit bull. And
dope.
unfortunately, like some people like didn't like the dog. He was like very friendly, and like, you know, they killed it.
They're just like scared of.
Like yeah, they're like being like assholes, like haters about it.
Aww.
And they went away like and killed my dog.
Oh no, that's so sad. I'm
Yeah.
sorry to hear.
And I was sad.
Yeah.
Like that dog ate everything you gave him. Like if you like never had a stomach ache, I remember like once I fed it like chocolate on accident.
Oh
my
my
parents were
gosh.
like waiting for him to like explode with like, you know, like diarrhea or like throw up like rapidly. No, he did not. I was like,
Wow.
you're invincible. I even said like you're probably a super dog. Like you're invincible, man.
Aw. I hate that that's like the stigma with pit bulls.
Yeah.
I don't have one, but like it's just you know, like that interfere for like a lot of people.
Yeah, when it comes to big dogs, and it's like majority half of the time, like my dog is like very like aggressive too. Like he's already gotten attacked twice by like different dogs.
I see.
But he doesn't trust any other animals anymore. So I feel like majority comes to like little animals, like little dogs that are more aggressive than the bigger dogs.
Yeah.
Like you get like a Chihuahua, and the Chihuahua will lunge at you.
Right,
Like
for sure.
crazy. There's a Doberman, Pit Bull, German Shepherd. They would be like the most friendliest dog you'll meet too. At first you'd be like scared, like, oh, is it gonna bite me? Like they're like, no, like trust me, they'll be good.